Imagine a town bustling with life, a cornerstone of a nation's war effort, suddenly wiped off the map, not by bombs or battle, but by a quiet, deliberate act of erasure. Today, we're uncovering the dark history of a place that vanished overnight. A forgotten war town whose story deserves to be told. In the heart of America, during the height of World War II, there existed a town that was a secret in plain sight. Let's call it Project Town X. It was born out of necessity, a purpose-built community for thousands of workers and their families, all dedicated to a single, top-secret mission that would change the course of history. Picture it. Neat rows of prefabricated houses, schools, movie theaters, and grocery stores, all springing up from nothing in a matter of months. Life here was a strange paradox. On the surface, it was a picture of idyllic small-town America. Children played in the streets, neighbors had barbecues, and dances were held on Saturday nights. It was a vibrant, close-knit community, but beneath this veneer of normality, a heavy curtain of secrecy shrouded everything. The entire town was fenced in, with armed guards patrolling the perimeter. Every resident, from the top scientists to the janitors, had to sign non-disclosure agreements, swearing them to absolute silence about their work. They couldn't tell their friends, their extended family, not even each other, what they were truly doing. The common line was, "We're making widgets for the war." But the widgets being made here were components for something far more powerful, something the world had never seen before. The atomic bomb. This was one of the key sites of the Manhattan Project. The men and women of Town X worked tirelessly, around the clock, in massive, windowless factories, contributing to a weapon they didn't fully understand. They knew their work was important, vital to ending the war, but the true nature of their labor was a burden they carried in silence. They lived with the constant pressure of secrecy, the fear of spies, and the ever-present knowledge that they were part of something immense and potentially terrifying. Imagine the psychological toll of living in a place where your entire existence is a state secret. Then, in August 1945, the bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world was stunned. But for the residents of Town X, the news brought a different kind of shock. It was a moment of profound revelation. Suddenly, the puzzle pieces of their secret lives clicked into place. The strange materials, the complex processes, the intense security, it all made sense. They saw the devastating power their work had unleashed. For many, a sense of patriotic pride was mixed with a heavy feeling of moral ambiguity. They had helped end the war, saving countless lives. But at what cost? The celebration in the streets was tinged with a somber understanding of their role in unleashing a new, fearsome age. With the war over, the town's purpose was fulfilled. The government's need for this secret city evaporated almost as quickly as it had appeared. The project was declassified, and the machine that had built this community began to run in reverse. The workers, once the backbone of a crucial national effort, were now laid off. Families who had put down roots, whose children had only known life within the fences of Town X, were told to pack their bags and leave. They were given little time and even less support. They had to reintegrate into a society that had no idea what they had been through. Their top-secret skills were no longer in demand, and they couldn't even put their true work experience on a resume. This is where the story turns from a tale of secret triumph to one of forgotten sacrifice. The government began the systematic dismantling of the town. The prefabricated houses were taken apart, the factories were repurposed or demolished, and the streets that once echoed with the sounds of a community fell silent. Within a few short years, almost all physical traces of Town X were gone. It was as if it had been a dream. The land was scrubbed, nature was allowed to reclaim the space, and the town that was once a vital secret was intentionally, methodically, erased from the landscape and from public memory. Why was it erased? Part of it was practical. The temporary nature of the construction meant it wasn't built to last. But there was also a symbolic reason. The town was a living monument to one of the most controversial chapters of modern history. By removing it, the nation could more easily move on. Turning the page on the atomic age it had just begun. The people who had lived and worked there were scattered to the winds, their shared experience becoming a fragmented, personal memory rather than a collective, public history. They were the silent veterans of a secret war, their contributions largely unacknowledged. Today, if you were to visit the site of Town X, you would find very little. Perhaps an old concrete foundation hidden in the woods, a cracked road leading to nowhere, or an oddly placed fire hydrant in an empty field. These are the faint ghosts of a community of over 10,000 people. There are no grand monuments, no official museums on the site itself. The story lives on mostly in the memories of the few remaining residents and their descendants, and in the dusty archives of government records. It's a stark reminder that history is not just about the big events and famous names, but also about the hidden places and forgotten people who made those events possible. The story of Town X is a cautionary tale. It shows us how entire communities can be created and discarded for a greater cause, and how the human cost of progress can be quietly swept under the rug. These were ordinary people, placed in an extraordinary situation, who made immense personal sacrifices for their country, only to have their home, their community, and their part in history virtually vanish. Their story is a powerful testament to the forgotten footnotes of our shared past, a dark history of a town that appeared for a moment in time, changed the world, and then disappeared forever. Thank you for joining us on this journey into a forgotten chapter of history. What do you think about the story of Town X? Let us know in the comments below. If you find these hidden histories as fascinating as we do, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the past. We'll see you in the next one.